Hi gang, welcome to the channel. My name is Brian, and today I want to show you some tricks, tools if you will, to make your camp life a little bit easier and your load a little bit lighter using paracord and bank line. Stick with us. I build a fire. Okay, so you've gone out, you've cut wood, got some sticks here to make a tripod. Now obviously in this case you don't really need to do this trick with these because they're small enough you can carry them by yourself. But if you've got firewood, bigger logs like this, you got 2 or 3 of them, I'm going to show you a little trick. You take a piece of paracord and you tie a loop in one end, and this is only maybe 18 inches long. You tie a loop in each end, and it doesn't really matter if you just make a loop and tie it over itself like I did here, or make bow lines or whatever. It doesn't make any difference. They're not going to go anywhere. Then you take a piece of stick to use as a toggle, and this is what you do. Take your firewood, get it even, run your paracord underneath it, take your stick, your toggle, shove it in there and twist. And twist and twist and twist until the paracord is pretty tight on there. Then, once it's tight enough, pick it up and drag it where you want. When you've reached your destination, pull the toggle out. You got this. Stick it in your pocket for next time. Use the toggle, take it with you, or leave it here, or whatever you want to do with it. This is the most important part of that deal right here, is the paracord. So let's move on. I'm going to show you how to make a Canadian jam knot to make these 3 sticks that I got into a tripod. Just take a piece of paracord, almost the same length as what we just had there. In this case, I'll cut it off right here. Always burn your ends on paracord, because if you don't, you will regret it, because it does quickly fray. Now you can do this with bank line or paracord. I'm using paracord today because number one, it's orange, it's easier to see than black bank line. What you do is you take your end and you put a knot in here. Just a plain old regular everyday overhand knot. And tighten it down. Just like that. Then you come back about 1.5 inches, 2 inches, make another knot. So it's like that. Okay? Now you can put 2 knots in there. I might have to do that. I'm going to put a knot on this end, just for GPs. General purposes. And then I'm going to go back to the end where I have the 2 knots, and I'm going to make a loop just over the top and bring this through. I'm going to leave that loop fairly big, and I'll show you why here. What you're going to do, okay, so Got to put my glasses on so I can see what I'm doing. I take this part, got one knot on the end, another one about 2 inches in, make a knot, or make a bite, if you will. Okay? Now, this goes over this, just like that, and you pull it tight. And what happens is, as you pull it tight, got to make sure it stays on the other side of the knot though. As you pull it tight, you pull it toward the other knot. I don't know if I can turn it around here. And that knot comes tight up on the other knot that you tied in there. And then you wrap this around the other pieces and go for it. Now when you want it to come undone, you pull on this end back toward it and it comes right out. Okay? So let's do this again. Make a knot, but leave it open. Put it over your whatever and pull it toward the knot. But hang on to this because that knot is going to want to come through and you don't want it to. You want it to tighten up against knot to knot here. Okay? Now we take our other sticks that we're making this tripod out of and we wrap one around both. Now we take our third one around two. Come on, baby. Pull it tight and go around the third one and tie it off. Now this is not intended to carry any weight, hold any weight. It's just intended to hold a pot over the fire. But it will hold. There's a Dremel. Now, I don't usually cook over it with a tripod, but what I'm going to show you is pretty handy. I already made this one. This is a bank line one, and I would recommend bank line over Paracord because everybody knows Paracord will melt. This one won't melt so fast, I guess. I don't know. But anyway, using Paracord, I will show you how to make this. And then I'll explain to you how you use it. Take it in half. Here's the two ends. Find the center point. And make a loop. Just an overhand knot. Nothing special. But you want it big enough so that it can go over the top of one of those sticks on there. Now what you do, you take these sides, you pull one up, got a loop like that, make another knot right there. There you go. Now I like to alternate sides simply because by the time you get down to the end, you can see it already. One side's shorter than the other. So I want to alternate. I'm going to take my long side, which is this one, pull it up, make a knot. Now, you see what's happening here? This part goes over there. And these other parts, and I'm too short here. These other parts, if your pot's too close to the flame, just lift it up, put it up there, and it brings it up. I'll show you. We're going to do the other end here. And all you're doing is just making an overhand knot in the thing to create those loops. Okay, now you got a toggle. What you're going to want to do is you're going to find yourself a little toggle. Find the middle part of it, and you're going to start. You want to make a little notch in there, just a little V notch. You take your ends, loop them around. Forgot something. Put a knot in there. Okay, got a knot in the end there. Now take this, loop it around, and come in and kind of butterfly it and bring it up through. Okay, it's kind of, I don't know if it's like a marlin spike hitch or a clove hitch. I think it's a clove hitch. I don't know my name on knots. I just know how to do them. And then you tighten it down, nice and tight, and there you have it. And what this does, this part goes through the handle on your cook pot, your billy pot, whatever, and hangs in the fire, just like this. It'll work with a fish mouth, it'll work with your billy pot, it works with this, work with anything that has a bail on it of some kind. Okay, the water's hot. Just want to keep it warm. So, I take one of my loops. But don't remove this one. The top one stays where it is. Just pick this up. Put it on there. That'll stay above the water, or above the fire rather, and stay warm. Simple tricks, easy tools, light. This trammel, this piece of paracord that you make your Canadian jam knot out of, and what I do with it, a piece of paracord that you use to carry your wood. They don't weigh anything. Keep them in your haversack, keep them in your backpack, keep them in a tackle box. They're handy. Anyway, thanks for joining us today. Hope you enjoyed this. Hope you maybe learned something or got educated. Anyway, thanks for joining me. Once again, my name is Brian. I am an old man in the woods. Stay safe out there. We'll see you again. Bye-bye.